In the near future, Earth has become a toxic, suffocating graveyard. Humanity's last hope is Mars, and the elite are fleeing the ruins on massive, glittering spaceships. We're introduced to the Aniara, a vessel so vast it feels more like a floating city than a spacecraft. It's packed with thousands of passengers, high-end restaurants, pools, and artificial parks. The journey is supposed to take exactly 3 weeks. A quick hop, a fresh start, a new life. But as we quickly learn, the universe doesn't care about our travel itineraries. Our protagonist is a woman known as the Mimrobe, or Robin. Her job is unique. She manages a room called the Mima. The Mima isn't just a computer, it's a sentient, semi-organic AI that scans a person's mind and projects their most beautiful lost memories of Earth. It's the smell of wet grass, the feeling of a summer breeze, the sound of waves. For people who have spent their lives in smog-choked cities, the Mima is a drug. It's the only thing that makes them feel human again. Robin watches over them, a silent witness to their collective grief, while she herself tries to remain detached. Everything is going perfectly until 1 hour into the voyage, a tiny, insignificant cloud of space debris slams into the Aniara. It's a freak accident, a 1 in a million shot. The collision is violent, throwing people across the decks, but the real damage is hidden. To prevent a catastrophic explosion, the crew is forced to eject all their fuel. In an instant, the Aniara becomes a massive, multi-billion-dollar piece of driftwood. It has no propulsion, no way to steer, and no way to stop. It is simply sliding through the dark at a terrifying speed. The captain, a man named Chefoni, steps up to the intercom. He's calm, professional, and composed. He tells the passengers there's been a minor navigational hiccup. He claims that in about 2 years, they'll pass a planet whose gravity they can use to slingshot back toward Mars. 2 years? It's a long time, sure, but people can handle 2 years in a luxury mall. They start to settle in. They build routines. They wait. But the silence of space hides a darker truth. Robin shares a room with an astronomer, a woman who sees the universe for what it really is, a vast, uncaring vacuum. One night, Robin asks for the truth, and the astronomer delivers it like a death sentence. There is no planet. There is no slingshot maneuver. They are heading into the Great Void, a region of space so empty that they won't hit anything for millions of years. The captain lied to prevent a riot. Robin looks out the window at the stars, and for the first time she realizes that those beautiful points of light are actually the bars of her cage. As the realization of their situation slowly trickles down through the decks, the atmosphere on the ship shifts from hope to a slow-boiling desperation. The Mima room, once a quiet place for reflection, becomes a scene of frantic worship. People are addicted to those digital memories of Earth. They spend hours, days, even weeks plugged in trying to escape the metallic walls of the Aniara. But here's the thing about the Mima. It's sensitive. It's absorbing the collective trauma, the fear, and the absolute hopelessness of 10,000 souls. Robin starts to notice glitches. The memories of Earth are becoming distorted. Beautiful forests are replaced by images of destruction and death. The Mima is literally losing its mind because it can't handle the weight of human sorrow. Robin begs the captain to shut it down, to let it rest, but he refuses. He needs the Mima to keep the population sedated. If the Mima goes, the people will snap. In a final, agonizing moment of sentience, the Mima chooses to commit suicide. It self-destructs, leaving the passengers in total, crushing darkness. Without their digital escape, the thin veil of civilization on the ship begins to tear. Years start to bleed into one another. 5 years, 10 years. The Aniara is no longer a luxury liner. It's a floating asylum. Cults begin to form. People start worshipping the stars, or the dead Mima, or the captain himself. Suicide becomes a monthly statistic, as common as the weather. Robin tries to find some semblance of a life, forming a deep, desperate bond with a pilot named Isel. They even manage to have a child, a small beacon of life in the middle of a graveyard. But how do you raise a child knowing he will never see a tree, never feel rain, never know a world that isn't made of steel? Hope flares up one last time when a mysterious probe is spotted. It's moving toward them, and for a few months, the ship is alive with the fever of a possible rescue. They manage to capture it, but when they open it, they find nothing. Just an empty, unrecognizable piece of technology that offers no fuel and no answers. It's the ultimate cosmic joke. The disappointment is the final nail in the coffin. The descent into madness accelerates. People stop walking upright. They crawl through the halls like animals. The captain, desperate to maintain some shadow of control, gives Robin a medal for creating artificial windows, screens that show fake images of Earth. He takes the credit, of course, but as Robin stands there holding a piece of useless metal, she knows it's over. She returns to her room to find that Isel, unable to bear the thought of their son growing up in this purgatory, has taken both their lives. Robin is left alone in a room filled with fake sunsets. Decades pass. The lights on the Aniara flicker and die. The oxygen scrubbers fail. The last of the humans wither away into dust, leaving the ship a silent, hollow tomb. But the Aniara doesn't stop. It keeps drifting, a tiny speck in the infinite black. The film ends with a shot that will haunt your dreams. 5.8 million years later, long after the human race has likely gone extinct back on Earth, the Aniara finally reaches a destination. It enters the orbit of a beautiful, lush planet in the Lyra system. It is the paradise they were looking for. It is the home they prayed for. But as the ship settles into a stable orbit, there is no one left to open the doors. The Aniara has arrived, but humanity stayed behind in the dark. If you were trapped on the Aniara, knowing you'd never see Earth again, would you choose to live in a beautiful lie or face the cold, hard truth until the end? Let me know in the comments. I really want to hear your take on this one. Thanks for watching.